Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye, and we're going to do the holistic review for the week. And this is the week of the 12th through the 18th. And this really is, as we say in the beginning, it is about the FDA, it's about the DPH, about the DEA, the CDC, and all of those federal agencies down to the community hospitals of what's really going on. Now, as I see it as it goes on, when we're trying to get a going, or trying to be like, oh, there's something about bones to osteoporosis. And when you look at it, it's the falls. I mean, it is the winter. It is a cause and effect from the detriment, as we call it, and it's called the snow. And then when you actually look at the snow, you have to say, let's actually look a little deeper because someone is talking a little bit different than what they said upon a mission. And then it boils right through and through, all in all, and that's all you need to know. But they really want to get a source of what this fentanyl is and where is this crisis coming out of. But that has been in the news for a really long time. But then when you actually look at the way the transition team for the new presidential term coming in, you have to say, what is ICE actually doing? That's all you need to know. So when you actually look at it and you say there's something about the karmic trench that comes in, and it looks like Archangel Raphael coming in on a bone, but really it was a type of monopoly play that came out of United Healthcare and the CEO, and God rest his soul and God bless his family, because we can't even see it coming. So when you actually go down to A, B, C, D, E, and you're looking at the children and they're eating alphabet soup, you can't even be a bone. Thugs and harmony. So when you actually look at it and you're trying to regulate it away unknown, you can't even do it done. There's no artesian craft to this. Look at the bread. Look at the bread. It's the hospital review of the meals, but it came in flowing through. You can't make it up. You can't make it up at all. It really did come in the fall on a yellow and orange leaf, but the red was done. But the ascent comes in, and you say, there was no climb up, but when I'm looking at Central Park Pond and you see the Monopoly money, and then you actually see how it played out to the manifesto, and how is this all part of the fentanyl? In reality, you have to see how the reaction of everyone who comes in addicted on overdoses or anything like that, who comes in on a CWA protocol right straight to DOC, that you have to say there's signs and symptoms of withdrawal of being pertinent. So look back in records, because that is the Akashic Library. That's what that card is saying, to birth. And you will actually see what truly is coming through. Because when you see the King of Roses walk through, it really is guard. It is the armed guards. It is security. They're the ones that feel it the most right now. So when you look and you find treasure, your treasure really is out in the public, in the community, saying these are the types of symptoms I've been having. There is a huge question on why people are not getting well. They're not recovering. They're not getting better, down to the boil point of insurance termination. Even like looking at Allstate on why they canceled so many things in California prior. Now, when I'm looking at this, the wing messengers, I'm seeing copper, I'm seeing iron, I'm seeing like elements of wrought iron to rust. And then when I'm saying, why would there be rust? And you would have to talk about the FDA to the CDC, because when I see the dam, and then last week we talked about how Wuhan and CDC literally closed it out to a degree and put the file on the table, was it truly done or not? Or was it to be done? So there is no like planting, there is this like path unknown of where it's coming in because as upon review, I'm not seeing anything as a psychic where you could actually make a true heart connection. Because when you actually look at the community, you actually look at everything so hard. eh, eh, they're solid. They're good. Polarian literally means there's a continuance on. You can't even speak to the afterlife and mediumship whatsoever. The king of forces, there's no balance. There's no balance of energy. It was something that I picked up on as, going about as a daily psychic, that people's energies are imbalanced. So let's talk about Reiki. You can't even put that on the table at all. But that's because the holistic crew had a bad run through and a bad rap. And then literally they connected to source in the wrong way. How can you? Because it's not against the guidelines. And then you go, who is talking to who? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. It really is off track to where the point some people say, maybe I do need a witch doctor today. Those are the words that are coming out of patients' mouth. So when I look at the King of Scrolls and I look at the DPH audits that come in and OSHA, the King of Scrolls, it comes in as a decree mandated. So when you see it come through, repeat and repeat, bird flu. So when you look through it and you look through it all in all to be it all, and you say, we census says 14, but 9 are coming in. You already know. Absolutely. I do see commitments on the table for a lot of these agencies on a renewal. It's not up in the air. It is solid. I do see the paper, but it is the initiation and the Count of Saint Germain, new students, new faculty, staff, all of it. This is not a fated meeting. This happens every so often. They have to wait and train everyone. Zillionism. So when it comes to this week, it really is that's the turnout. That's what's really on the table. That's what's going on. That's the fentanyl. That's how is this all related? How is this going to affect everyone? You're basically going to have less admissions come through, at least for home care nursing, because everything's at a stop. And then you actually go to the top to the CEOs and they're like, I can't really get anything done right now because I'm in the middle of a meeting. Now, let's go to the Starseed Oracle. When you look at this, it is slowing down in nature. Addiction, that's the biggest thing on the table this week with all of them is how these illegal immigrants and illegal aliens are so addicted to fentanyl that you have to say, why is it? But that's really like nothing new when it comes in that gross amount. It's been like that for a very long time. 1969, Elvis Presley. So when you see it and you go, holy cow, I literally got to stay grounded. That's basically what it is. It was a lot of insight over this week of being in reality, staying grounded and realistic with yourself. Those who are waiting for home care orders, those who are waiting to go into a new position of training and everything of that, because you have to say, letting yourself be seen is not yet because of bird flu. contact precautions. Codependency boundaries, I'd have to say so. You do have to lay it down. And you have to say, I'm so sorry for being uprooting you. And they're a little defenseless. I'm sorry, but I have to change your unit. Your transfers. Transfers. Embrace winter. Stop. Embrace the winter. Great cosmic the void. Clearing out, cleaning out. That's what we're working on. Renewing and renewing ourselves. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. So we'll look at one more tarot deck and see what else we got. Let's look at this one. Tarot Sacred Kingdoms. Ace of Swords. Everything is logical and everything literally is legal. It is such a good stance to balance. That energy truly is something else where you couldn't even understand. But the Nine of Pentacles, there is prudency. It was well thought and planted prudency. Five of Wands, there is this bit of a difficulty of a lax and a laxative to an LAX. But really, the Knight of Wands is like an end of like a passion of something. So when I actually look at the Page of Pentacles in reverse, that young offer of having different modalities of healing really is a stop through, because if they're having issues with fentanyl and they find anything else, they're literally going to look through the medical cards. That is what's going to cause a huge pause. And that's all you need to know. That literally is by Friday. Five of Pentacles. It is a loss. It is a loss. So when you see that, that's all you need to know. With any questions or concerns, go ahead and leave a comment or an email, a like, a share, and we will talk to you soon.